Hello everyone and welcome to deal 1 of this month's masterclass, which has been all about putting together everything we've done this year, combining it and seeing whether we can get a nice plan for the declarer play. On this hand, our right hand opponent has opened a weak 2 spades and we have a decent opening hand. Our hearts are not brilliant, but we have got 6 of them, so worth showing. We're going to bid 3 hearts. Partner raises to 4. Nothing to say here. The opponents have led the 10 of spades, so first of all we need to count our tricks. In heart, I'm going to start from the left and move to the right because visually it's a little bit easier. In hearts we have a loser, potentially. I'm going to assume that we do for now. No losers in clubs. No losers in diamonds, and 3 losers in spades. Now, unfortunately, the opponents seem to have targeted our weakest suit, so it looks like we're going to lose all 3 of these spades straight away. So, with our 3 losers in spades, the only thing we really have to be concerned about is how we avoid losing a trick in hearts. It's going to be all about trying to guess what's going on in the trump suit. Now we have a sort of normal 9-card fit, so if the hearts are 2-2, we won't have to worry about anything. So the question is, what are we going to do if it turns out the hearts are 3-1? We can't do anything if it turns out that one opponent has both the queen and the jack. But if it turns out that an opponent has a singleton honor, then we might be able to arrange a finesse. So we're going to think about how we're going to solve this situation, but based on what we see when we play the hearts. The final question is, if we're going to be setting ourselves up for potentially finessing and potentially not finessing, which heart honor would we like to cash first in order to find out a bit more about what's going on? And we're going to be thinking about which way round it's more likely for the hearts to be 3-1. Now think about the vacant spaces here, which was something we discussed when solving guesses. And we know that East started with 6 spades and West must therefore only have 1. We're probably going to get this confirmed in the next 3 tricks anyway, but it's good to just think about it before we even start playing. So if that's the case, then it's much, much more likely that West has 3 hearts than that East has 3 hearts, because East only has 7 spaces for cards that are not spades, whereas West has 12. There's a huge difference in the vacant spaces, so we're going to need to start by cashing the ace of hearts first. So now we can have our spades suspicions confirmed, as it were. They cleverly overtook. Sneaky trick of playing low didn't work. We're following suit at the moment. Now we win. So start by cashing the ace of hearts. We see a singleton honor from East. Now, of course, it could be that East has Queen Jack doubleton, or it could be that the Jack was a singleton. But remember, we talked about the principle of restricted choice, which is that if East had the Queen and the Jack in a doubleton, he might have chosen to play either one of those. And if he had singleton Jack, then he would only ever have played this Jack. Added to the huge difference in vacant spaces, it's overwhelmingly more likely that the finesse is going to work. So we're going to play the 10 of hearts. and take a finesse. Well, it turns out we were right, it was a singleton jack. So now we play the last round of hearts. And the rest of the tricks are ours. So here we combined our thinking about vacant spaces with our knowledge about restricted choice, and just putting together what we know from the bidding.